and uninterrupted services are not just available on mobile phones. They are integrated into in-vehicle systems and smart home devices, revolutionizing modern life in the process. How could make it? HUAWEI Ability Gallery. HUAWEI Ability Gallery brings developers' services to users at the exact right time, location, and scenario. HUAWEI Ability Gallery identifies users' intents and matches their intents with developer services and displays the services on user touchpoints timeline. Generally, HUAWEI Ability Gallery makes services find users more accurately and makes users find services more conveniently. We invite more developers to join us to offer all-scenario ultimate user experience. HUAWEI Ability Gallery provides multiple integration solutions so that services of different forms can be integrated. Tools, guidelines, and expert assistance are provided for the swift integration of developer services into HUAWEI Ability Gallery. Together, with the Shining Star program, HUAWEI Ability Gallery aims to work with developers to deliver ultimate user experience. This is HUAWEI Ability Gallery. Intelligent connections between services and users.
The stock markets are always changing, always fluctuating. With HUAWEI Assistant, keep your finger on the pulse with just one swipe and tap. Keep us to date with stocks at any time and receive real-time updates. Never miss out with just one swipe HUAWEI Assistant.
How intelligent can our life be? Have you ever imagined that services could be available whenever you need them? Smart services make your journey easy. Flight ticket searching and reservation are effortless. Intelligent recommendations make hotel bookings easier. Flight reminders keep you from rushing. Access local taxi services when you arrive at your destination. It's easy to get the delicious food nearby. I'm starving. Is there any delicious food nearby? You won't miss any sporting events you follow on your journey. Smart and uninterrupted services are not just available on mobile phones. They are integrated into in-vehicle systems and smart home devices, revolutionizing modern life in the process. How could make it? HUAWEI Ability Gallery. HUAWEI Ability Gallery brings developers' services to users at the exact right time, location, and scenario. HUAWEI Ability Gallery identifies users' intents and matches their intents with developer services and displays the services on user touchpoints timeline. Generally, HUAWEI Ability Gallery makes services find users more accurately and
Hello everyone. We'll be starting today's live broadcast in 3 minutes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live broadcast of Huawei Tech Talk. I'm your host, Sam. In Huawei devices, such as phones, have you ever noticed the real-time information card and event reminder card on Huawei Assistant today? For instance, if you book a flight ticket, there'll be a flight card to remind you before you take the flight. And also, have you clicked the icon in Instant Access to get the service directly? Or used AI voice? For example, you can say, "Hi Celia, what's the weather today?" Then Celia will show you a card with today's weather. So these are the services provided by developers, which are distributed in different touch points after being integrated into Huawei Ability Gallery. So what is Huawei Ability Gallery? And what can you achieve with it? Well, that's what we'll be talking about in today's live broadcast. During the live broadcast, please feel free to ask any questions you have in the forum, which you can access by scanning the QR code, which will appear in a moment. And it will appear at the bottom of the screen. And some of the questions will be answered directly, with some remaining questions being answered at the end of the lecture. And so now it's time to introduce today's lecturer, who is Younes Megaache. He is Huawei's Developer Technical Support Engineer and FullStack Web Developer. Let's see what exciting content he has to share with us.
The platform that integrated all kinds of brilliant services and provide evolution of content and services distribution. What is it? What are the values that it offers? And how to access it is what I will be talking about today. Hello everybody, my name is Younes Megaache. I'm a developer technical support engineer working for Huawei. I have been building, integrating, and testing Android apps for the past 4 years. Before that, I was a full-stack web developer creating hotel and flight booking solutions. Now let's go through the 4 parts of today's talk. First, I will talk about the values that Huawei Ability Gallery brings to developers and users. Second, I will tell you about success stories and what some enterprises have achieved with Huawei Ability Gallery. Then we will talk about how and where to get support for Huawei Ability Gallery, as well as its business model. In the last part of this talk, I will show you step by step how to integrate Huawei Ability Gallery. Huawei Ability Gallery offers 4 touchpoints to engage users, which are Huawei Assistant with 210 million monthly active users, AI Voice with 10 million monthly active users, AI Lens and Pedal Search, an all-scenario distribution solution that can be achieved with one-time integration, saving you cost and helping you reach more users. Now let's look into the first touchpoints in detail. In Huawei Assistant menu, instant access are shown as icons in the first row. When users click the icon, they will be redirected to a specific landing page of the app. If the user click the more of the last icon, the customized and recently used service will be shown up. Users can set the customized service to appear on Huawei Assistant. For example, if the user set play songs on customized section, when they want to listen to music, they can just click the play songs icon and get redirected to the music player page. The supported devices for these touchpoints are phones, tablets, and smart TVs. After subscribing to the service, users can see the card with real-time information. If they want to get more details, only click the card and jump to Partners app, Quick app, or web page to learn more. The card will update its information according to user's location, time, and specific event. For example, if the user subscribed to the flight booking service, Smart Service will push booking flight card to him. If the user do not download the app, it will open App Gallery for the user to download it. Supported devices are smartphones, tablets, and smart TVs. AI voice can be triggered by voice, like saying "Hi Celia." When activated, users can get response of voice with card or voice with characters. In this slide, you can see an example of voice with card. When you ask what's the weather in London, Celia will show you a card with the weather in London. The supported devices for these touchpoints are smartphones, tablets, smart TVs, and Huawei's AI speaker. AI Lens has several functions, including identifying objects and online shopping, calculating calories, and real-time translation. Users can get into it through camera. For example, after AI Lens identifying an object, it will show the information in a card and redirect users to the online shopping page. Users could search for local content, apps, web page content, AI voice, browser, and abilities integrated through Huawei Ability Gallery, which is only available in China at the moment. but it will be available to users outside of China in the future. As long as you are in HUAWEI Ability Gallery's platform, whether your app is installed or not, you will be benefited one way or the other. If your app is installed, HUAWEI Ability Gallery will redirect the user to App Gallery to download your app. If your app is installed, HUAWEI Ability Gallery will promote activities of your app. In case there is no app, HUAWEI Ability Gallery will provide a fluent service experience with a web page. In traditional way, users need to open App Gallery, find the right app among dozens of similar apps through ranking lists and recommendations. Then they have to download that app to find the service. However, according to a report published by App Annie in 2018, only 30% of downloaded apps will be opened by users. But now, with the evolution of HUAWEI Ability Gallery, the user's journey is shortened greatly. All users need to do is to express their intent, means to subscribe. Then they will be taken to the exact service right away if they have installed the app. If they haven't, they will be redirected to the download page instead, which help the acquisition of the service, lower the cost, and higher the conversion rate. When you want to access a service provided by an app in your phone, you have to unlock your smartphone, slide around to find the app, click the icon, and then enjoy an ad or wait until the app finishes loading. And finally, you arrive only at the homepage of that service. Complicated steps. A waste of time, and no doubt it is an exhausting user experience that seems inevitable with the booming and competitive app market. But as long as you get into HUAWEI Ability Gallery, the exhausting experience will be reduced instantly with instant access. Users are only one click away from the service they need. All the intermediate steps will be eliminated and a better user experience is created. If your service cannot make it to users' customized list, you can still get exposure by using the HUAWEI Ability Gallery suggested page. Only one step to get the service. Not only users can reach the service more conveniently, service can get their users more flexibly, considerately, and intelligently. There is only a thin line between being thoughtful and annoying. Many apps or services try to be thoughtful and considerate, to push ads into users' notification bar, but end up to be hated by users for too many notifications in an inappropriate time and manner, easy to be closed. With the intelligent distribution system of HUAWEI Ability Gallery, it only shows the right service to the right person at the right time with the right manner. Services integrated with HUAWEI Ability Gallery will only be activated by the right time, location, or event. HUAWEI Ability Gallery won't keep popping up your info every notification you need at the moment. In the near future, HUAWEI Ability Gallery will be recommending cards to users. In the bottom of the slide, you can see some types of cards which are triggered by time, location, or event. The express delivery access to HUAWEI Ability Gallery distributes the data to various devices and touchpoints, providing users with consistent experience across devices and developers with more organic traffic. Status card shows the status card and the motivate of your package. Benefits: high frequency, rigid demand service, massive users, and high conversion rate. The click-through of 12 global shopping festivals reached up to 160% increase. Background of COVID-19. It's the current issue, it's urgent, and users cares. DXY access to HUAWEI Assistant with the service of providing COVID-19 pandemic, including real-time display of COVID-19 status, query of vehicles where COVID-19 patients have once taken, free consultation, and query of location with where COVID-19 patients have once visited. Distributes the information to multiple touchpoints such as Smart Service and AI Search, helping users instantly get what they want to know and bring in more convenience to their lives. Benefits: a large number of views and high conversion rate. That's by providing information that users are most concerned about. The total click-through of the card in a month reached 730 million clicks. Typhoon is one of the most successful cases in HUAWEI Assistant. The pain point was that users cannot get real-time typhoon information directly without opening any weather-related app. But with Huawei Ability Gallery, it can provide a real-time card of typhoon path query to remind users. During the typhoon period, CTR is much higher, high click rate, and rapid user growth. Qunar is a top travel service developer in China, providing services such as booking of flight tickets, train tickets, hotels, and scenic spot tickets. Access to instant access, smart services, AI search. In smart service, we show the guide card to users. Also shows the status card to remind him to check with the tickets. Instant access, click the icon to book the ticket directly. AI search, input the keyword, the ticket booking has been shown up. Guide card, help users to buy ticket. Status card reminds users of the ticket. The benefit was that providing comprehensive service based on travel scenarios. The data has an increase of 400%. In this story, traffic is distributed to smart service, providing high-quality real-time market data, and delivers high-performance feeds in the variety of delivery models to meet users' specific requirements. When app is installed, it redirects to the detailed page help to get more traffic by making users reach the services conveniently. When app is uninstalled, it redirects to App Gallery to download the app, which helps users to download the app. Huawei has a complete support system. For guidance, it has official documentation and videos to help developers integrate and develop abilities, as well as a technical forum to solve all the technical issues, problems, and answer frequently asked questions. For tools, Huawei has an IDE to create the abilities and a test tool to test these abilities, as well as a full support for testing on real devices. For teams, Huawei has developer technical support teams, development teams, and research and development experts. For feedback, it can be done through dashboard or VOD. Huawei gets its traffic from online resources and offline events like Huawei Developer Day and from co-marketing strategies. The business model. Service integration from developers provide virtual product, cloud service, or others. Virtual product revenue is shared. Cloud service already priced category follows the existing business model. Other types are free for integration. Huawei Ability Gallery follow with the paid promotion by each touchpoint, such as in instant access or smart service. If they want to be the first in the list to have more traffic, the paid promotion will be defined by each touchpoint. Service display, different touchpoints in different devices. Then the service will be provided to the users. We have over 800,000 abilities that are already released to Huawei Ability Gallery. Here are some videos for your reference. Now we will look into how to integrate Huawei Ability Gallery. Huawei Ability Gallery is a platform to integrate services from developers and distribute the service to users through different devices and different touchpoints. This slide shows you how it works. Services provided by developers are initially in the form of an app, quick app, HTML5 web page, and web service. After integration, Huawei Ability Gallery transforms these services into abilities which can be distributed to different devices through different touchpoints. What is an ability? What is the difference between service and ability? Let's figure that out. So, abilities link user intent with various service offering. Developers define abilities in Huawei Ability Gallery, and users can use these abilities on Huawei devices or through other traffic entries. However, with AI technology, ability can identify user's intention and provide an appropriate service to the user at the right time in the right place. Ability can help a service find the right person who really need it. Thus, it can help our content providers get more traffic in a more considerate way. In conclusion, abilities find users actively, and service needs to be found by users. Service integrate to Huawei Ability Gallery, then Huawei Ability Gallery help to distribute in touchpoints and devices. The workload for instant access through app ability takes one developer 1 day. Workload for smart service integration through card ability takes a developer 15 days. And for content ability, it takes a developer 17 days. The workload for AI Lens content ability, it takes a developer 7 days. And for search through app ability, it's 1 day per developer. For content ability, it's 7 days. And for card ability, it's 15 days. Case 1 is trip.com service. The scenario is that when user clicks the icon of hotels in instant access, it will jump to hotel's booking page. By custom model, developers can define quick service attributes such as intent, intent fulfillments, and ability presentations. After selecting a custom model on HUAWEI Ability Gallery, you need to enter the quick service name, quick service category, and default language. Then you click Create. The page for settings setting basic information about the quick service is displayed. Batch creation can only create app ability. On basic information configuration page of the quick service, you need to enter the service version, version description, and age rating. Select countries or regions where the ability is to be released, and enter description and logo on display information page. If ability support multi-language, click Manage Languages button to select the supported language, and then you have to configure the name, description, and logo for every language. The scenario is that a user enters a keyword in the global search text box to access the hotel's booking page. So we need to create user intent. On the user intention configuration page, set trigger mod to keyword. Create a new APK or RPK or HTML5 web page link fulfillment. Trip.com provides the deep link for redirection to the hotel's booking page. The APK, RPK, and H5 link mods can be configured to redirect to the APK, Quick App, or H5 page. To switch to an Android app, click APK link. To switch to a fast app, click RIPK link. If activity is not involved in the voice entry, enter NA or not applicable. The supported minimum app version is the version code, not the version name. If the redirection link contains the deep link parameter, you can enable the redirection parameter. Currently, the quick service platform supports the basic type and JSON object composite type parameters. The simulation test function enables developers to use HUAWEI Ability Test Tool to perform simulation tests. The test tool can be downloaded from HUAWEI App Gallery. Tests of all intents, triggers, and implementations are supported. Open app, scan the QR code to start the test. These are the steps. After the simulation test is complete, you can release the service on HUAWEI Ability Gallery platform. Click Publish to release the service. After the service is released, developers can upgrade the service or check the review status on the version tab page. Case 2 is the calorie recognition service. The user scenario is that a user photographing food in AI Lens will get calorie information of the food in a card. When the card is clicked, the user will get detailed information in Quick App. First, we have to create user intent, set the trigger mod to image recognition. The capability provided by a developer is an API for image recognition. Therefore, set fulfillment type to web service. After you enter the fulfillment name on the web page service fulfillment configuration page, you need to configure the fulfillment mod, such as the service address. So select the service distribution capability according to actual conditions used to determine the equipment and products that the service can distribute. Personal data authorization intent is configured based on the minimization principle. The service address must be an HTTPS address. If a service can be accessed by only after authorization, you need to configure authorization information. HUAWEI Ability Gallery supports 3 authorization modes, which are AK/SK authentication, header authentication, and OAuth authentication. IPA parameters can be configured. Service links only configured for HUAWEI Assistant today. Content Ability supports both simulation test and interface test. Simulation test still uses the HUAWEI Ability Test Tool. For that, you have to scan the QR code and click Start to start the test. Input IPI slot information, support choose image, click Search, and the card is displayed. When you click the Switch button in the lower right corner, you can switch to the IPI response. Through the interface test, you can view the IPI invoking success or failure. as well as error information. After the interface test is complete, you can release the service. Phase 3 is the investing stock card. The user scenario is that a user subscribed to the service in Huawei Assistant. User can then see the stock card when they enter Huawei Assistant menu. After the account binding, user can select the stock that's shown on the card and click the card to access to investing app. Select event token ID in basic information. This is used to get user open ID and request bind, unbind, notify, and revoke interface. Upload preview images in display information page. The preview is used to display the service detail page in Huawei Assistant. Event intents are triggered by event, request notify interface to push event, and then user can see the event card. Resident events card will be always shown on Huawei Assistant. Event intent and resident intent only used for Huawei Assistant. Custom event is developer-defined event. Preset event is system preset event. Developer cannot modify it. Now support account linking guide, service settings, service introduction events. User event type is pushed to specific user. Common event type is pushed to all users who subscribe to the service. Event name is used when developers send events to HUAWEI Ability Gallery using notify interface. Duration means how long the event can last. Resident intents card will be always shown on Huawei's Assistant menu. One ability just support one resident event. On fulfillment page, upload the card package. Just card JavaScript file in RPK will be fine. Service links used for the Go to Service button that's shown on Huawei Assistant. It now supports Uplink, Quick Uplink, and HTML5 web page link. Then select the card from the RPK uploaded. Account authorization is used for account binding. Quick App Sign-in is used to redirect to Quick App for account binding. Custom sign-in requires the developer to provide an API. HUAWEI Ability Gallery then requests the API to send OpenID to the user and get the developer's login page. Login page support Uplink, Quick Uplink, and HTML5 page, which is the recommended way. Then you release the ability for testing. Event and resident ability test supports both simulation test and device test. Simulation test still uses HUAWEI Ability Test tool. Scan the QR code to start the test. Click subscribe the abilities first and bind account if needed. Click open ability to test service links that are configured. Click search to test the card. If you want to test event card, you should push event and then click search. Use the account that you have registered on Huawei developers to log into a Huawei device. Then you will be able to see your service in Huawei Assistant menu. This way, you will be able to test the service and have the similar results that the end user will see, which is the recommended way. Test is completed. Congratulations. Now you can release the service. Alright guys, now we are in Huawei developer website. We're going to go ahead and create those abilities. To access Huawei Ability Gallery, we have to come here to distribute, then click on Huawei Ability Gallery. In this page, we are going to click on release ability. I'm not logged in, so it will redirect me first to the login page where I need to log in. After a successful login, we're gonna go to the console. So let's go ahead and start creating the abilities. We're gonna start with app ability. A side note though, the console might look a bit different for you because for me, I'm in a development environment. Okay, but the steps should be the same. So in app ability, I'm gonna follow the same examples that I talked about earlier. So for this app ability, I'm gonna pick hotel. All right, so I'm gonna call it hotel, and then for the category, it's gonna be hotel. Yeah. Then the language will be English. So let's go ahead and create it. Now in basic informations, we are going to enter the description. I'm going to keep it simple. All right, now let's move on to select countries. I'm going to pick Europe. By the way, Ability Gallery for now is available in China and Europe. Now let's move on to display informations. Here we're going to select some, listing information. The ability will be hotel, short description will be hotel, full description, and then the developer name, I'm going to pick trip.com. This is just for demonstration purposes. Let's go ahead and upload the icon and then the merge icon. All right, where is it? And let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Right now, we're going to move on to configure our ability. So, oh, by the way, you can come here and you can choose multiple languages if your ability does so. So let me add like a second language, like UK, and then you can select that second language and add the specific listing information for that specific language. So for now, I'm going to just keep it simple, just, I'm just demonstrating. Yeah, so it's as simple as that. Let's remove it. Let's get rid of it, yeah. All right, now let's go ahead and configure our ability. So we're going to start by adding a user intent. I'm going to call it hotel. This is kind of the goal that we want to reach, which is hotel reservation, and then we have to select the trigger. So for my ability, I want it to be shown up when the user search for when he enters a keyword, something like maybe trip, or I don't know. Let's keep it simple. Let's just say hotels. And then in fulfillment, because this is app ability and we want it to redirect to our app. So I'm going to select apk/rpk/html5 link, but we want the APK. That's our focus. Now in the fulfillment, again, you have to give it a name. I'm going to call it hotels. Now I'm going to link my app. So I'm going to go grab the name real quick. Trip.com. Yeah. All right. So the app name will be trip.com. Again, this is just for demonstration purposes. I'm in a development environment. So trip.com is a huge website, huge company. All right. So let me grab the package name and then we're going to add the activity name. This is the activity that will be launched when the user clicks the ability. I'm going to enter the minimum version. This is going to be the version code, not the version name. And then in the redirection URL, it's going to be the deep link. So I'm going to copy that real quick. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and save. Now we are going to test the app, our ability. So what we can do is just, click prepare test. And what this will do is that it's going to create this QR code and we will be able to test it using HUAWEI Ability Test Tool Android app. You can search that on App Gallery. Just type in Ability Test Tool and download the app, scan the QR code, and you will be able to see your ability there in the app. So because I'm in a development environment, I'm going to go ahead and release it. Just to, demonstrate this, and that's pretty much it. Now the ability says is under review. That's the whole process. Next, guys, we will be creating content ability. So I'm going to go ahead and create the ability. For this one, we will be following the same example that I showed before. So basically, we will be sending an image to web service and get nutritional information about whatever is inside that image, whether it's fruit or anything. So for this one, I'm going to call it Health Hope. Category will be health and English. Let's go. All right. So for basic information, I'm going to enter description. I'm going to copy the name. So it will be the description for demonstration purposes. Next will be the country. I'm going to select all of Europe. Now in display information, we will be entering the listing information. I'm going to copy and paste this everywhere to save time. And then we need to select an icon. We just need the small icon. We do not need the large icon for content ability. Let's go ahead and configure our ability. So I will be adding user intent. I'm going to give it the same name as the ability. And for the intent name, it's going to be the same. And then query calorie. So this one will be image recognition. We are going to recognize what's inside of the image. We're going to select web service as the fulfillment, and let's go ahead and configure the fulfillment. It's going to have the same name as the ability. So for distributable ability capabilities, I will be selecting provide texts and images and provide a quick app redirection. For personal data authorization, we're going to select anonymized unique ID and voice texts or photos. All right. So let me paste the web service URL. So here, this is the web service URL. This is what we will be sending the image to. Or this is what Ability Gallery will send requests to. So this API expects a parameter of type image. So we will be enabling API parameters. Add image here, and then we have to select the maximum length of this parameter. So it's going to be 307200. All right. Go ahead and save it. Now we can go ahead and test it. So we will be releasing this ability for test. Yeah, it should take some time. All right, now we have a QR code here, or now we can go ahead and use Huawei Ability Test Tool Android app that we downloaded from App Gallery. We can use the app to scan the QR code and test our ability there. For content ability, we are actually, we can test it here in the browser. So, this is the interface where we can test the ability. Let's select the intent. And for API key, I'm going to paste the API key. So you should have your own API key. And I'm going to go ahead and copy the base64 encoded image. Now let's test it. Okay, let's do it again. Try it again. Now, if you go to interface test result, we can see the response that we got from the API. These are the nutritional informations, and yeah, all the information that we have. We can save it. Then let's go ahead and release the ability. That's pretty much it. Now let's move on to content or card ability. So for card ability, we are going to create the stocks card, just like the example. Create the ability. I'm gonna call this one will be investing card. Category will be stocks in financial. English, create. For basic information, we have to select the app. We have to select our app. So for the app, it does not need to be released. It can be in draft status. The description is going to be, let me copy ability name. All right, now I'm going to be selecting Europe as the region where I'll be releasing this ability. And then for display information, I'm going to just copy the name and paste it everywhere. Just for demonstration purposes, please do not do this in production. Developer name will be Investia. And then I'm going to be selecting the icon. For card ability, you have to add the preview images. So I will be using this one. Now we can save this and move to the configuration page. So we will be creating event intent, and it's going to be a custom event. What this will do is that we are going to notify Huawei Ability Gallery, and it will show the card for a duration of time. I'm going to call it get stock. Same for description, and then for duration, we are going to show it for 1 day. So 24 hours. And let's go ahead and configure the fulfillment. So for name, it's going to be get stock. Then you have to upload the RPK that you created using Quick App IDE. And then we have to select the card. It's going to be a market index for this one. Next, I will create resident intent. This will let our card to be always displayed in Huawei Assistant. I'm gonna call it stock, and let's configure the fulfillment for this event. So it's gonna be a single choice card. So I'm gonna call it choice. And then we have to select the card. It's gonna be single choice. Click save. Because I created event intent, I'm gonna go ahead and add account link in. It's gonna be custom. Yeah, that will do it. And for content syncing, this is like syncing metadata. We do not need this. Let's go ahead and release the card for test ability. Sorry. Now we have this QR code, so we can use the ability test tool to scan this QR code and test it. By the way, these QR codes have expiration date. You can see that in the bottom, so you need to pay attention to that. And let's go ahead and release it, and that's pretty much it. And that's how simple it is to release card ability.
Well, thank you, Younes, for that inspiring lecture. I'm sure our viewers enjoyed it as much as me. So having understood what the Huawei Ability Gallery can bring to us, I bet many of our viewers want to integrate it right away. Well, not only can it make more traffic, but it can help us reach more users and provide a perfect experience. Really impressive. So next, we're going to invite our lecturer, Younes, to answer some of your questions live. Welcome, Younes.
Thank you, Sam. Hello, everybody.
Okay, so let's get started. So many of our viewers left some great questions in the forum. So I'm going to pick some of them now for Younes to answer. Okay, so the first one, Younes, does releasing abilities on Huawei Ability Gallery require me to submit my app?
Well, yes. If you want users to jump to your app, you need to submit your app to a Huawei App Gallery before integrating it into a Huawei Ability Gallery. If your app can already be downloaded from Huawei Ability Gallery, then we don't need you to submit your app. If you want users to be redirected to your Quick App, then you need to submit your Quick App to Huawei App Gallery. To be redirected to a web page, which is integrated through card ability or content ability, then you don't need to submit an app or a Quick App. You just need to provide the dip link to your web page.
Okay, perfect. Here's another one. So how does Huawei Ability Gallery decide which services to present to a user intent?
Well, that depends on the type of the user intent. There are two types of user intended abilities. There is the event triggered abilities. So when the predefined triggering condition, for example, time, place, or event are met, then the corresponding service card will be displayed to the user. The user may decide or choose to subscribe or cancel the service. The second type is the search-based abilities. So after a user searches for a service, the corresponding ability will be included in the search results. Such ability may be provided by more than one partner, and they are intelligently recommended to the user based on factors such as the quality of the service or social attributes like the popularity of the service.
Okay, very clear, thank you. Okay, here's another one for you. What are the differences between abilities and quick apps?
Abilities link user intent with the various service offerings, and developers define abilities in Huawei Ability Gallery, and users can use these abilities on Huawei devices or through other touchpoints. However, quick apps are a new type of installation-free apps. They provide a simple experience and powerful functions, just like native apps. And they enable automatic updates of web pages, and they consume less memory compared to native apps.
Okay, got it. Okay, let's look for another. Okay, here's one. So in the context of app ability, what do you mean by deep link?
A deep link is just a hyperlink that redirects users to generally searchable or indexed content on a page in an app or a quick app or a web page. Without a deep link, you would just redirect them to the home page.
Okay, let's see what other questions we have in the forum. Okay, if I have hundreds of deep links, how to configure them?
Yes, actually, our console offers a functionality called batch creation. And for that, you just go to the console, download a template file, and then you would fill in that template file with your deep links, and then you upload it back to the console, and your abilities will be created for you in one step.
Okay, very clear. Okay, I think we have time for a few more questions.
Okay.
Okay, how to create a card?
Yeah, so cards are developed by adopting the same IDE and syntax with quick apps. However, there are special restrictions on resources, controls, and interfaces that are available to cards. But our IDE that is intended for developers, you just need to, we do offer them many templates. So they just pick one template, and then based on that, they can build their card. And it's quick and very easy to do.
Okay. Okay, the next one is, what is account binding and when do I need to use it?
So account binding refers to the process of binding a user's HUAWEI ID and a developer's account. And to implement access authorization between the two accounts, when a HUAWEI user attempts to enable a developer's ability that requires access authorization between the user and developer account, the HUAWEI device prompts the user to bind the account. And there are two scenarios for that. So the first scenario is when HUAWEI authorizes the developer. In this scenario, the developer gains authorization to push event notifications to a HUAWEI user. For example, after an app account that provides the, let's say, train ticket booking ability is authorized by HUAWEI user, information about the train ticket booked by the user in the app is pushed to the user's HUAWEI ID. The information includes things like the train number, maybe seat number, and departure time. And these informations are displayed in the train ticket event reminder, in an event reminder card, which is in HUAWEI Assistant. That's for the first scenario. The second scenario is when the developer authorizes HUAWEI. In this scenario, a HUAWEI user gains authorization to access a developer's server. For example, after an app account that provides the music ability authorizes a HUAWEI user, the user can use AI voice to access and play content purchased in the app.
Okay, that's a very, very detailed answer. Thank you. So I think we have maybe time for just one more question. Okay, this is a good one. So how do I obtain the service data after integration?
How do I obtain the service data after integration? Well, for now, the developer have to send an email to our public email address to request the data. But that is a new feature that is being built into our console, where we will provide the service data inside of the console so the developers can obtain it directly. But it's coming soon.
Okay, that's perfect. Well, like I said, that was our final question. So thank you everyone for your really great questions, and especially thank you to Younes for your really great and insightful answers.
Thanks, Sam, and thank you everybody for joining and listening to me today. And if you have any questions about Huawei Ability Gallery, then you can visit our website, or you can go to our developer forum and you can ask your questions there. I will be there trying my best to answer all of your questions. And I would like to thank Huawei for giving me this amazing opportunity to speak today. It's been a fantastic experience.
Great, nice, thank you. Well, that brings us to the end of today's Q&A. So like Younes said, if you still have any questions, don't worry, you can leave them in the forum and community groups at a later time, and one of our experts will be able to respond. And also, please do take a moment just to complete our questionnaire. As I said earlier, the link is just below the video on our YouTube page. You can also scan the QR code that is going to come up at the end of the video. Well, that's all for today. Thank you all for joining us and taking part in today's Huawei Tech Talk live broadcast on Huawei Ability Gallery. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.